What's up, guys? It's your boy Mike here, and we're back with another video. And the Evolution Wall Breakers just came out. I'm not buying that. I'm not gonna say it. Working on my language. I'm not buying that mess. But I might buy it. I don't know. But yeah, man. Basically, I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to play Clash Royale and how to get better at the game. When I first started playing Clash Royale, I watched a lot of Clash with Ash. Even some Chief Pat, some Nick at Night. I used to watch Molt when he played Bloons, but then he started playing Clash, so I watched a little bit of him too. And yeah, they were able to help me improve my game, and then also watch other pro players like Surgical Goblin and all that stuff. But I don't really see too many tutorial videos out there anymore. So I know there's some people out there that might be struggling, like, oh man, dude, how do I get to Ultimate Champion, or how can I, how can I get the 9,000 trophies? How can I better my game? How can I be better? So I'm gonna teach you guys that. First off, deck. Now if you're like a free to play player and you don't got all the gems and coins like I have a free to play account, so I'm actually going to be showing you guys that account real quick. This is my 2.6 account that I made. I specifically made this account to let me claim my free evolution. I forgot. So now I got an evolution with my deck. That's great. I basically made this account and it's completely free to pay, free to play, and I focused on only maxing Hog 2.6 because that's the only deck I'm playing on this account. Hog 2.6 is a very viable deck, and now I have an evolution I can put in my deck. So yeah, there we go, baby. And as you can see, I don't have any other cards leveled up. I have my bats leveled up, and then Zap. I have some cards, but for the majority of the count, nothing's leveled up. And there's even like you got the new banners on all the stuff because I'm only focusing on this deck. Now this is a little bit extreme, and you guys don't have to necessarily do that. Let me go and collect my stuff because I haven't really logged into this game in a minute. Let me donate and request cards. I guess I request Zap because I'm kind of close to that. Donate what I can and collect my rewards, and then I'm going to be going back to my main account. So yeah, basically focus on one deck. That's kind of the whole purpose of me showing you that account. I grinded on that account. I focused on one deck. I focused on 2.6. I requested only those cards that I needed, and bam, I was able to upgrade that account, get that deck maxed out. But now level 15 is the max, so now I got a whole nother thing to go back. I haven't played on an account in a while, but I might go back and play on that account. But basically, you guys are gonna want to make a deck. So I'm gonna delete this deck, and I'm gonna kind of just go into my deck making process. So back then, used to want to have spells and things to react to certain things. So let's see. I like sorting by elixir. Personally, I like cheap cycle. Now my account is like basically fully maxed out. Well, everything level 14, not everything level 15. So I do still have some more progression and stuff to work on this account. But I like starting off with a cheap cycle, but then also you kind of want to figure out your win condition. Win conditions are cards that win you the game. So like Hog Rider is a win condition. Miner is a win condition. It does crown tower damage. It wins you the game. You can make any card a win condition. You can make Rocket a win condition. Basically, you just rocket cycle the tower. You can make Firecracker a win condition. You can have everything completely defensive, and you rely on Firecracker chip. That's not a reliable win condition because it doesn't focus mainly on tower damage. But I mean, you could make it work. So you want to find a card that focuses on hitting a tower, connecting to a tower, and doing crown tower damage. So a pretty nice, simple, easy deck I could make would be like Miner Poison. It's really nice control. Even a Graveyard Poison deck would also be great control. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a quick deck, and then I'm gonna kind of tell you guys my thought process behind why I put those cards in the deck. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, and we're back. Now this deck is a little bit unorthodox, but basically my thought behind this deck is bait. I have Evo Knight. Evo Knight's very good at tanking. Very good solid card on defense. And then I have Evo Bats. As you guys can see, it has Zap Bait theme in this. Also Log Bait, I guess you can consider, or even Arrow Bait, because I have the Skeleton Barrel, the Princess, and the Evo Bats. Evo Bats are gonna need to be answered, especially if you pair that with our bandit, which is very good at pressuring on the ground. Some decks don't have enough ground troops on the ground, so you can easily get away with the bandit placed down. Also have a bomb tower. The bomb tower is really good against hog riders. It's good against royal hogs. It's just a great building, especially with the new wall breakers now in the meta. And then Ice Spirit is just such a great overall defensive card. My air defense is up to my bats, my princess, but also have the bomb tower. So Ice Spirit is really good against balloon and just freezing defenses, and then allowing for that extra like couple, what is it, like a second of freeze? 1.2 seconds of freeze, getting that extra DPS in either with a bandit, bats, your knight, or even giving you that extra second to log the troops back so you like can refuse a hit like from a hog rider or something like that. Now we're gonna get into our first game, and I'm gonna kind of show you what to do when you're playing a game. I'm gonna show you guys how to kite troops, on where you should place your troops, on how to strategically think about what you're doing, and then also how to kind of count elixir. I'm not saying like, oh, you got to be like, okay, he just spent 2, okay, he just spent 3, okay, he just, how much elixir does he have? You don't got to be that extreme unless you want to be like a really top player, but I will give you guys a kind of example of like, okay, he just spent 7 elixir with a firecracker hog rider. The firecracker's dead, the hog rider did get a hit, but I have a counter push of a knight and a bandit now. So basically, what does that mean? You just spent 6 elixir and he spent 7. And you still have 2 alive troops on the battlefield. So you basically just played all that for free, and you have 1 more elixir than him, and on top of it, you have 2 alive troops on the field. So maybe you should put something in the other lane. Maybe like you should put a skeleton barrel in the other lane, or support your current push with bats. And also, what is his current hand looking like? Have he shown any spells? Does he have a zap? Does he have a log? So if you know he has just arrows, okay, Evo bats left lane, skeleton barrel, and princess right lane. What can he do to stop it? Nothing. So you have to make those head-up plays and decisions, and I kind of show you guys that when we get into our first game. I'm going to be playing in a grand challenge here. So, yeah, let me copy this, and then we're going to go over to a grand challenge. And I'll see you guys when we get into our first game. All right, guys, we're in our first game. Against AHTPEKC. So it's nice to go ahead and get a cycle going. I like playing aggressive a little bit, so I do kind of want to go skeleton barrel, but I'm going to play a little passive. I'm going to get my Evo Knight cycle going in the back. I'm the first person to make a play. My deck is 2.6 elixir. He is leaking elixir, so right now that's basically a free knight. And he just gave me a free knight and then put his little prince in the back. So that skeleton barrel is literally just 3 elixir, and I'm not even sweating it. So I'm going to go ahead and go princess in the back here. Princess is just going to be nice because princess can play both lanes. That Ice Spirit, if it connects, I can just log this and it should die. Perfect. So you also got to know like your spell damage, your interactions. I'm going to go ahead and protect this because I feel like he's going to play something. But yep, so he plays a fisherman, and hopefully we can actually kill that fisherman. It looks like we are, and then the princess is still going to be alive, so he still has to answer this princess, by the way. And he just played a zap. So what we can do as a head-up play, he still has to answer that princess. So we instantly go bandit, and bats, and he's in trouble over there, guys. Like, he is struggling. And we're going to go Evo Knight like that to protect. So, unfortunately, he does get that down, but we have our bandit and log, so we actually are able to take care of that. Evo Knight's going to get like 2 hits. All right, 1 hit. Not bad. And we don't have to answer that Phoenix, so that's another thing. Don't overcommit. The Phoenix is already dead, so there's no need to play anything on it. And also, you can use your towers as a resource. Like, I'm going to let this fisherman connect. There's no need for me to play bats. I mean, I could have played bats, but I'm just going to let it connect because it's going to get just 1 hit because it's already low on health. So you have to sometimes use your towers as like a resource. So you guys don't always have to answer it, you know? So he goes in here. He just uses zap. So that's a heads up play. I can play those bats right on top of this and I don't have anything to worry about. he is going to get a hit, and I'm going to go ahead and go same lane, and I'm going to go bandit left lane, because now he has the split lane pressure, so he's probably going to have to play a fisherman over there. So he has his Evo skeletons, which I could log, but I'm just going to go ahead and clean all this up with just this. So he has a zap, but I'm going to try to play those bats quick, so he's not going to get that zap down in time. So if he does zap, it's going to be a complete waste. So he just tried to zap, and it was a complete waste, as you guys saw. And we're going to go skeleton barrel over here. We're going to go knight up top to protect, and we're actually going to go ahead and support this with bats, because I'm going to try to be a little aggressive. He just played his bar barrel. He still hasn't answered our princess. We're going to go princess over here. Princess is on a tower, and we just got to be aggressive like this. And then what we can also do, we can just pull this phoenix back actually like this. So this is actually good that he did that, because now I can just go bandit here. And we can actually support this push, and we got another princess. So we know he only has fireball to really answer our princess, so we can actually take great advantage of all of that. And he's going to have to answer it. And we're going to try to save it for a bomb tower here. And that's going to be game. So we got to make those head up decisions. He's not too happy. He's not too happy about that. But when they play certain cards, you guys have to make those head up decisions on what to do next. Now, that wasn't the best gameplay, but as again, I'm just trying to coach you guys and play at the same time. All right, we're into our second game. And a nice little thing to start. I like going Ice Spirit at the bridge. I could go Ice Spirit bats, but I just feel like that'd be a little too aggressive. I'm going to cycle a knight in the back, and I'm actually going to go ahead and put these bats right on top of it like this. Because now we can just get both cycles going. And I just know the skeletons aren't going to get any damage because I do have a knight coming down. And I'm going to go princess in the same lane because the knight's going to be there as well. And I also have a bandit coming up. So remember what he has. He just played log, so now I can go skeleton barrel and see what he has for that. And he also just went dark goblin. So he has a delivery. So he has a delivery in log and dark goblin. So it looks like he might not have any more ground troops. So I'm going to go ahead and play bomb tower. Bomb tower is going to perfectly counter all of that. Go Ice Spirit here. Fully counter that barrel. Maybe not fully counter. And I'm going to go split lane because he still has to answer. He still has to answer my knight. And I'm going to support this knight with bats. And because he has to go log on the left lane. So he defends pretty well, but actually I can just get a nice little log here. And I can just go bomb tower to kill all of that. And if I want to be a little aggressive, I can use this bomb tower to protect my princess a little bit. So that was a very bad goblin barrel on his part. And so you see how he had to play his dark goblin because I had the bomb tower there. So use the resources as you guys can. I know he has royal delivery, but I'm gonna force it out right now because he's gonna have to royal delivery on that. And he's gonna have to go golden knight as well, or that knight's gonna get on that tower and do some damage. Or Skarmy. And instead of going log, I can just play a princess because the princess can clean that up, and I still have a troop on the battlefield. And that's an even trade, 3 for 3. So instead of going log there and getting some damage on a tower that I don't even really need damage on, I can force him to play something because if he doesn't play anything, that princess is gonna add up. So nice goblin barrel, I guess. It was an interesting placement. And we're going to support, we're actually going to go in with a princess at the bridge here. Because he has to still answer that left side. That left side is going crazy. And you guys see, we just put so much pressure on him. That left side tower is literally like dead. So we're just going to go Ice Spirit here because that's a deep barrel and that should just counter it. I went bandit just in case. We can go princess at the bridge. I don't think he's going to be expecting it. Perfect. Princess is going to get 1. And he just went log, so now he has to still answer this right side. We can just go bomb tower to clean up the Skarmy and the barrel, and that's going to be game. So again, making these head up plays and decisions and knowing what they have in their deck. The only ground cards he had was the Golden Knight and the Skarmy. I'm not going to consider the Dark Goblin as a ground card because it's just too squishy and it dies in the Bandit Dash, and it also dies in 2 Knight hits. So again, just keeping track of your opponent's cycle and what they have, and just, you know, understanding what they have in their deck and how to counter it better. So we're into our third game here, and I'm just gonna play this game, and I want you guys to kind of think about what I'm doing in my head and try to keep track of their cycle. So 3 for 3 even trade. Know that we're on even elixir, so now he's leaking a little bit. So he does go giant. Again, I said I was gonna be quiet, so I'm gonna be quiet. Does he have zap? Snowball.
Excuse me, don't you know who I am?
He's gonna hate me for this one. Cause yeah, he has to go giant or something. Or bowler. Those evil bats were kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. But now he doesn't have arrows for my princess. And this guy's talking some mess. I like it. I'm not gonna let that archer connect on my tower. And we're gonna go bandit because we have the princess supporting it. And then we're also just gonna go ahead and goblin barrel. And he doesn't have anything. He's gonna have to go giant, and I know he doesn't want to go giant. And we can actually support this right here. And he just used. Oh god, yeah, that was a kind of bad play on my part. But that Ice Spirit should actually reset, so he's not going to get his ability off in time. And yeah. Looks like talking all that mess, where did it get you? So we got to be careful because, yeah, he's going to be coming in with a giant push any second now. But we got our Evo Bats, which we're actually going to play right here. Yeah, he's in a world of trouble. We're going to spam this side a little bit, and we're going to go princess here, because I know he's not going to have anything to answer it. And yeah, that's going to be game. Just love it when they talk all that mess, just to lose. Alright guys, so I am going to play one more game. I am going to change up my deck. One thing that guy could have done, he could have been more aggressive. He should have like went in. He should have had the awareness to go in when I was being a little aggressive. So sometimes don't overcommit, because I did overcommit there, and he could have went in with a giant graveyard and really punished me. But I did have my Evo Bats, so maybe I could have got away with it, but it would have been risky. So we are going to play this deck. It's a Royal Recruit. It's kind of a little spammy, because that's my first time playing this deck. I just seen this deck going around, I was like, I want to play it badly. So we're going to go Fisherman here, and we're actually going to have to go Lumberjack here. So I have Balloon, but he just used his cannon and he just used his firecracker. But I'm not gonna go in. I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna wait, and I'm just gonna get my. And he just used his little prince. So next time he uses firecracker, I'm probably gonna be going in with a balloon. So we're actually gonna go ahead and arrow that before that get a hit. And he still has to answer, he has to answer both sides, basically. And that's kind of a bad NATO. And we can go our own ability to keep our little prince alive a little bit. And that, yeah, the left side is just going ham, because he relied too much on his firecracker. And then all he has is hog, but I have fisherman for it ready whenever he does want to go hog, so that hog's not going to get like any damage if I play it on time, which I am going to because I have it hovered and I'm ready for it. And it wouldn't be smart to go in when I have archers right there. So we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to go in with a lumberjack and a balloon push. And all he has is cannon. And he does have his firecracker and now his little prince. But I'm not too worried that that's going to do too much. Especially now that... And yeah, we can just go arrows here. And in fact, we can actually go snowball because he doesn't have enough elixir. And that's just one hog hit. And then we have a massive counter push coming in with both of our evos. And we can actually even pop our ability here as well. And go evo archers. And now he has like this massive push. And he just went Mega Knight. So we're actually going to go lumberjack. And we're going to get ready for another push. And I'm just going to let the death bomb kind of do its thing. Death bomb and then snowball. And then we're going to go in road recruits. And I'm glad he kind of just uses Mega Knight there, because now he doesn't have him for the recruits. If he wants to go in with a hog, I was expecting him to come in with a hog, so that's kind of why I went like that. But he still has to answer this side. We also have the arrows coming in. I'm going to get some damage on the left side. And it's actually perfect. He put it right in place with a cannon. And that's going to be game. And the left side is getting damage as well. It might not be entirely... Oh, yeah. Okay, that's game. GG's. Well played. So heads up plays like that. He only had Firecracker and Little Prince for air defense. So keeping track of that is just awesome. And also being patient, like not being too aggressive. And I think that really paid off there. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was like informational. If you guys like videos like this, please let me know. I'll make more of them. But hope you guys have a good one, and hopefully you guys can get better and improve. Let me guys know what trophies you're at or what league you're in. And if you want some practice, I might make a clan. And I'm down for some 1v1s or whatever not. You can come clap me if you're better than me, which probably a good bit of you are. But if not, then yeah, let's practice. I'm always down to practice. And yeah. So thank you guys. Again, if you like this type of content, please consider dropping a like and even subbing to the channel. All right, peace guys.